Hey everyone and welcome to StikeTech. I initially wasn't sure how to start off this new channel, but then I thought what better way to start it off than with this little device that I've been using for the last month or so. So I've got to be honest, when I first ordered the device I had really low expectations for it, and I just got it just to kind of give it a go, but I'm really happy that I did. The device itself is very small. On top of it there's a touch sensitive surface with 4 LED lights which may or may not be coloured depending on your model. And on the bottom of the newer models there's also a heart rate sensor, but the one that I got doesn't have one. On the side of the device there's a spot to plug it in to the supply charger too. To set up the band, you'll be using the app that is available for both iOS and Android. You can find their links down below. Once you have the app, sign in with a new account or sign in with your existing account. And once you've signed in, it will then go and ask you some things such as your gender and your height. Once that is all done, you'll see this screen. It will ask you to connect the band to the device by tapping it when the lights start flashing. I found that this doesn't always work the first time, but keep tapping until it does work. After that, the band should be set up. How the bands work with the device is that you get a black band with your order, and you have the option to order additional colours on top of the price of the Mi Band. It may be a bit hard to put the fitness tracker in the band at first, but don't worry, you won't have to be doing this that much. The Mi Band lasts for absolutely ages. In all the time that I've had it, I've only charged it around once or twice, and the first time that I charged it when I first got the device, I only charged it to about 50%, so it's lasted all that time. It also charges pretty quickly, with it going from around 10% to 100% in only around 2 hours. Something that you might like that is unlike other devices in the fitness category is that it doesn't always need to be connected to your phone via Bluetooth. I always leave my Bluetooth on because it lets me do other things such as Android's Smart Lock feature, where it will unlock my phone when it detects the band, and some of the other features that it does, but you don't have to. If you do decide to keep it off though, it will store all of your stats on the device and sync it over when you reconnect to the device over Bluetooth. But going back to its other features, one of my favourite features and one of the factors that really made me want to buy the device in the first place is its alarm. I absolutely love it. The Mi Band can be set to wake you up at certain times on days that you specify. That's how pretty much every alarm works though, but it's how it wakes you up that is really great. Instead of making a sound, this device simply vibrates until it detects that you wake up, or you tap it. That's great in itself, but it also has another feature that detects when's the best time to wake you up to 30 minutes before the time that you specified, and will wake you up then instead, which is supposed to wake you up and make you just feel better when you wake up basically. It probably does this by detecting when you're in a light sleep, which it can actually do. As well as light sleep, the band can detect when you're in a deep sleep and if you wake up for a minute or so during the night. During the day, the band counts how many steps you do overall, and how many of those steps were walking and how many were running. I found that all of these features worked really well and were pretty accurate, but of course I couldn't really test the sleep stats and see if they were or not. Under settings in the app, you can specify what hand you'll be using the band with, can change the tracker's LED colours if you have a compatible band, and can make it buzz when you have an incoming call or have notifications in up to 3 apps that you specify. And once you have that set up and have went for a run or a walk, you'll be shown some pretty detailed diagrams of your stats for the day. When you start the app up, you'll be shown this page that displays your steps. If you swipe to the left, you'll see how long you've slept for, and along the bottom you'll see an overview of some of the stats for the day. If you tap on either one of the circles, you'll see a breakdown of your steps or your sleep patterns over the day or night. Then if you go and tap on this button to the top left, you'll see your stats about your sleep or steps over the past few weeks, and we'll be able to toggle between the two at the bottom. This is really great for seeing on what days you got the most sleep and for which days you were the most active. You can also share your stats if you like sharing that kind of stuff. So overall, this band covers the basics of fitness tracking and also offers features that really make it worth every penny. I mean, I would have bought this just for the alarm and notifications alone. It does a stellar job of all of your fitness stuff and displays all of your information through an app that is really well designed and is very easy to get around. It most definitely isn't the most advanced fitness tracker out there, but at its price you really can't complain. So be sure to check out the Mi Band for yourself down in the description down below, and be sure to tell me in the comments whether you like the Mi Band or you don't like it, or whether you just want to comment about the video in general. I'll see you all in the next video. Bye.